Welcome back, everyone, to Different World Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into something that I think is really fascinating, and it's all about plant-based brands, but with like a really unique twist.
Oh, very cool. I'm excited to hear about this.
Yeah, so we're going to be looking at the work of Brennan, a world-leading creative consultant
Oh, wow.
and brand strategist, and he has this really interesting perspective on how to build successful businesses.
Okay.
And it all starts like in a place you wouldn't expect,
Interesting.
the subconscious mind.
Oh, that's cool. I love this angle.
Yeah, I mean, like when you think about branding, it's usually logos and marketing and like getting your name out there, right?
Right.
But he goes deeper. He's like, no, there's this whole other level,
Uh-huh.
like this hidden power source that we can tap into.
I see.
And he uses this great analogy to explain it.
Okay.
He says the conscious mind is like the captain of a ship, making decisions, charting the course.
Hmm.
But the subconscious is the powerful engine driving everything forward.
Oh, that's a really good analogy. I like that.
So you're steering the ship, but there's this whole other force beneath the surface that's actually propelling you forward.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And so how does this apply to like a brand, especially like in the plant-based world?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. Brennan calls this tapping into the power of the subconscious mental planting.
Mental planting.
Yeah, and it's this idea that you can consciously choose the thoughts and beliefs that you want to embed deep within your subconscious mind.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of like tending to a garden. You know, you carefully pick the seeds, you want to plant, nurture them, and then you watch them grow.
Right.
So in the same way, you can cultivate your subconscious to attract abundance and success for your brand.
Okay, so like if I'm a plant-based company, I'm constantly thinking, my food is going to change the world. My packaging is making a difference.
Exactly.
Like those messages will start to actually like manifest in the real world.
That's the idea. And Brennan has this quote that really sums it up perfectly. He says, "Whatever you claim mentally and feel as true, your subconscious mind will accept and bring forth into your experience."
Whoa.
Right?
Okay, but like I can hear some people being like, come on, is this real? Like, how do we know this mental planting stuff actually works?
Yeah.
Like, are there any like actual examples of this?
Oh, absolutely. There are tons of examples. Brennan actually points to the story of this engineer who cracked a super complex technical problem through a dream.
What?
Yeah, he had been like wrestling with this issue for weeks, and then boom, the solution just like appeared in his mind while he was asleep.
Wow.
It was his subconscious working behind the scenes, processing information and delivering a breakthrough.
So it's like this hidden genius
Totally.
that's working on stuff even when we're not aware of it.
Yeah, it's like having a superpower that we don't even realize we have.
For how do we actually like apply this to building a successful plant-based brand? I mean, this sounds amazing, but like, I feel like there must be some challenges too.
Well, one of the biggest challenges is our own negative programming.
Mm-hmm.
We might have these subconscious beliefs about ourselves or our businesses that are actually holding us back. You know, like my brand is too small to make a real impact, or I'm not good at marketing.
Yeah.
These limiting beliefs can become like self-fulfilling prophecies.
Like a mental handbrake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the question is, how do we overcome these negative thought patterns?
Yeah. Like how do we reprogram our subconscious operating system?
Right. Well, that's where conscious effort comes in. And Brennan suggests a technique called autosuggestion.
Autosuggestion.
Yeah, and it's basically about repeating positive statements about your brand's success over and over again.
Okay.
So you're essentially creating these positive mantras that you repeat to yourself until they become ingrained in your subconscious mind.
So it's like replacing those negative beliefs with empowering ones.
Exactly.
Okay, so if someone's feeling stuck, they could say like, my brand is thriving, I'm attracting passionate customers, like that kind of thing.
Exactly. The key is to make it a consistent practice and to really feel the emotions behind those affirmations.
Interesting.
And Brennan really emphasizes that we already have this power within ourselves.
Right.
He says, and I quote, "Believe that we have this power within ourselves. And the truth is, if we reflect back on our reference experiences of the past or our past experiences, we have conversations with others, we'll start to recognize and put two and two together that this power was always there."
It's like we've had this amazing tool all along, but we just didn't know how to use it.
Exactly.
And this is where it gets really wild. Brennan talks about this idea that all subconscious minds are actually interconnected.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing, right? It's like we're all part of this vast network of consciousness, this collective energy field.
Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. I need a minute to process this.
Yeah.
So for a plant-based brand, this could mean tapping into a network of people all over the world who care about the same things.
Right, exactly.
Like sustainability, animal welfare, healthy living.
Yeah.
It's like your message is being amplified by this interconnected web of minds.
Precisely. It's like sending out a ripple effect of positive energy that resonates with like-minded individuals all over the planet.
Okay, this is seriously revolutionary stuff.
Yeah.
I can already feel my mind like expanding, thinking about how this applies to my own life and the brands I support. So like, how do we actually tap into this interconnectedness? What does it look like in practice?
Well, Brennan calls it becoming the conduit, and it's about embodying the values and mission of your brand so completely that your subconscious mind naturally expresses them through every action and decision you make.
So it's not just about saying the right things.
No, it's about living it.
It's about walking the walk.
Yeah, it's about being the change.
So when your subconscious is in alignment with your brand's essence,
Yeah.
like your passion and your purpose just radiate outwards.
Right. It's not something you have to force. It's an authentic expression of who you are and what your brand stands for.
That makes me think of like some of the most successful plant-based entrepreneurs I know. Their passion is contagious. It makes you want to support their mission. It's like they're not just selling a product, they're leading a movement.
Exactly. And that's the power of tapping into your subconscious and aligning it with your brand's purpose. It's about more than just marketing. It's about creating a movement that resonates on a soul level.
This is incredible. I'm so glad we're talking about this.
Me too. It's such an important topic, and I think it's especially relevant for plant-based brands.
Right, because it's about more than just profit. It's about making a difference in the world.
Exactly. And when you align your subconscious with that purpose, it's like you unlock this incredible potential for positive change.
And I think that's what really sets plant-based businesses apart. They're not just driven by the bottom line.
Right.
They're driven by a deeper purpose, a desire to create a better world.
And that's what makes them so inspiring and so successful.
Absolutely. So how do we actually cultivate this subconscious alignment? Like, what are some practical steps we could take?
Well, one of the key things is to start paying attention to our thoughts. What are we telling ourselves about our brands, about our abilities, about the world around us?
Right? It's like shining a light on those subconscious beliefs that have been running the show in the background.
Exactly. And once we become aware of them, we can start to question them, challenge them, and replace them with beliefs that are more empowering and aligned with our vision.
So it's like we're taking control of our mental operating system.
Exactly.
And rewriting the code.
And there are so many tools and techniques that can help us do this.
Like what?
Well, there are things like affirmations, visualizations, meditation journaling.
Okay.
The key is to find what works for you and to make it a regular practice.
So it's like creating a personalized toolkit for your subconscious mind.
Exactly.
This is so empowering. It's like we're not just victims of our circumstances. We have the power to change our thoughts and therefore change our reality.
Absolutely. And that's what Brennan's message is all about.
And I think that's a really important message for anyone who's trying to build a successful plant-based brand.
It's about more than just marketing and sales. It's about tapping into a deeper power within ourselves.
And using that power to create a business and a world that we're proud of.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
This is so inspiring. I feel like we've just scratched the surface of this topic.
Me too. There's so much more to explore.
Well, I can't wait to dive deeper in our next episode.
I'm excited to continue this conversation.
So stay tuned, folks.
Yeah.
Because we're just getting started.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a wild ride.
Let's do it. And this idea of becoming the conduit, it's really powerful, especially for plant-based brands, you know?
Right.
Because consumers can spot a fake a mile away.
Yeah, totally.
If your passion for sustainability feels forced, it's just not going to resonate.
It's like people want to see that you genuinely believe in what you're doing.
Exactly. It's not about putting on a show. It's about letting your true self and your brand's essence, like, radiate outwards.
Instead of trying to convince people that your brand is amazing, you become so amazing that it just like flows through you.
Exactly. It's that genuine energy, that unwavering belief that draws people in.
I love that.
And Brennan actually offers some really practical advice on how to cultivate this connection.
Okay, let's hear it. What are some of his tips?
Well, one of the key things he emphasizes is the power of conscious thought.
Okay.
He encourages people to shift their focus to the positive aspects of their brand.
Got it.
And to actually visualize their success in vivid detail.
So like if you're a plant-based food company, you might visualize people enjoying your delicious, healthy products.
Exactly.
Seeing your company win awards for its sustainability.
Yes, and it's not just about picturing these things, it's about feeling the emotions that come with them.
Oh, interesting.
Feel the joy of creating a product that nourishes people and the planet.
Right.
Feel the satisfaction of building a thriving, ethical business.
It's like method acting for your brand.
Yeah, you're not just thinking the part, you're living it, feeling it, embodying it.
I love that.
And Brennan also talks about the importance of curating your environment. Surround yourself with positive influences, connect with like-minded people, read inspiring books, listen to uplifting music.
It's like creating a mental diet
Exactly.
that nourishes your subconscious, just like you choose healthy foods to nourish your body.
Yeah, feed your mind with content that supports your growth and aligns with your values.
Makes sense.
Pay attention to the conversations you're having, both with yourself and others.
Right.
Are you focusing on possibilities or dwelling on negativity?
Mm-hmm.
Are the people around you lifting you up or bringing you down?
Yeah, that's so important. It's like if you're constantly listening to naysayers or complaining about the challenges, it's going to be tough to maintain that positive subconscious alignment.
Exactly. Consciously create an environment, both internal and external, that supports your vision and reinforces your belief in your brand's mission.
Okay, so it's a combination of mindset and action.
Yes, you have to believe it and you have to back it up with concrete steps.
So what are some examples of actions someone could take to really walk the walk and align their subconscious with their plant-based brand?
Well, one of the most powerful actions is to live your brand's values in your daily life.
Like, be the change you want to see.
Exactly. And it goes beyond your personal choices. Look for ways to integrate your mission into every aspect of your business practices.
So sourcing ingredients from sustainable farms, using eco-friendly packaging, donating a portion of your profits to environmental causes.
Yes, when your actions are a physical manifestation of your values, it strengthens your subconscious belief in your brand's mission.
It's like every decision you make, every action you take is a vote for the kind of world you want to create.
Exactly. And those votes add up. And what's really interesting is that Brennan sees this alignment as a key to overcoming challenges.
Oh, how so?
He believes that when you're deeply connected to your purpose, you're more resilient and resourceful in the face of obstacles.
That makes sense. It's like when you have that unshakable inner belief, doubts and setbacks have less power over you.
Exactly. And Brennan emphasizes that we all have this wellspring of inner strength. It's about tapping into that wisdom and resilience that's within each of us.
It's like we all have the superpower, but we just need to learn how to activate it.
Exactly. And he really encourages people to dream big. Don't be afraid to set audacious goals.
I love that. But I can imagine that starting a new plant-based business can feel overwhelming.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's so much to think about: product development, marketing, funding.
Right.
How can this subconscious alignment help someone stay focused and motivated amidst all the chaos?
Well, Brennan talks about the importance of setting clear intentions and then surrendering to the process.
Okay.
Trust that your subconscious mind will guide you and that the right resources and opportunities will appear when you need them.
So it's like setting the destination on your GPS and then trusting that it will lead you there, even if there are a few unexpected detours along the way.
Perfect analogy. And it's about not getting bogged down in the how. Focus on the what, your vision, your goals, your desired outcome, and then let the universe handle the details.
I love that. It's
Yeah.
about letting go of the need to control every little thing and trusting that the journey will unfold as it's meant to.
It's exact surrender to the flow.
Thus, surrender to the flow.
And this ties into what Brennan says about intuition.
Oh, yeah.
He believes our intuition is a powerful guide and that we should learn to listen to those inner nudges.
So if you're feeling drawn to a certain ingredient or a particular marketing strategy just feels right, trust your gut.
Yes. Be open to unexpected opportunities. The path to success isn't always linear.
Right.
Embrace the twists and turns and trust that if you're aligned with your purpose, you'll navigate them with grace and resilience.
This is so inspiring. Instead of feeling like you have to have all the answers, you can embrace the unknown and trust that you'll figure it out along the way.
Exactly. It's about having faith in yourself and in the process.
This deep dive has given me so much to think about.
That's what we love to hear.
Yeah.
It's all about empowering you to tap into your inner potential and create a business and a life that truly reflect your values.
This has been such a fascinating exploration of the subconscious mind and its potential to transform not just brands, but lives. We've learned about mental planting, overcoming limiting beliefs, tapping into the interconnectedness of consciousness, and becoming the conduit for our brand's message.
And it really all comes back to that idea that we have this incredible power within us, this untapped potential just waiting to be unleashed.
It's like we've been given this treasure map, but we never knew how to read it.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the subconscious and how it can help build a thriving plant-based brand, what's like one final piece of advice you'd give our listeners?
I think the most important thing is to remember that it's a journey, not a destination.
Okay.
Cultivating a positive, aligned subconscious, it's an ongoing practice. It's about paying attention to your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and making conscious choices that nurture your growth and your brand's growth.
It's like tending a garden. You don't just plant the seeds and walk away.
Yeah.
You got to water them. You got to weed out the negative thoughts.
Exactly.
Give them plenty of sunshine. Create the right environment for them to flourish.
Yes, and be patient with yourself. It takes time to reprogram old patterns and cultivate new beliefs, but the rewards are so worth it.
They are.
When you align your subconscious with your brand's purpose, you tap into this incredible source of energy, creativity, resilience.
Yeah.
And it will transform your business and your life.
This has been so eye-opening. For our listeners who are feeling inspired and want to start tapping into this power, what's a good first step?
Just start by becoming more aware of your thoughts.
Okay.
Pay attention to that inner voice. What's it saying about your brand, about your abilities, about the world around you?
It's like shining a light on the subconscious beliefs that we don't even realize are running the show.
Exactly. And once you see them, you can start to question them, challenge them, and replace them with beliefs that are more empowering.
So we're not just stuck with the beliefs we were given. We can actually choose new ones.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques. Try affirmations, visualizations, meditation journaling.
Okay.
Find what works for you and make it a regular practice.
It's about finding your own unique path.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
Right.
There are so many resources available, books, podcasts, coaches, communities.
That's true.
Connect with people who inspire you and support your vision.
Yeah.
Share your journey, learn from others' experiences, and celebrate each other's successes.
I love that. This has been such an incredible deep dive. I feel so energized and optimistic.
You do.
Not just about the future of plant-based brands, but about the power we all have to create positive change.
It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you. And to our listeners, we encourage you to take this knowledge and run with it. Plant those seeds of success in your subconscious mind and watch your brand and your life blossom.
Yes. And until next time, stay curious, stay conscious, and keep diving deep.